everybody. Thank you. There's Dream Theater down there and across the hall if you're in the wrong show. This is Henry Mansfield. Everyone's in the right place. This is seriously cool. I haven't played a solo show for about a year, and to people I actually know, probably a year before that. So this is really exciting for me and really cool. I've been doing a lot of band stuff recently, and I just wanted to get back to telling stories on a piano, how I got started. So if you've seen me before, this is going to be significantly more emotional. If you didn't think that was possible, it is. And if you haven't, tonight's going to be about sharing and storytelling and opening up and all those good things. So I hope you're ready for the ride. Thanks for being here, guys. Loaded down with compromise and purple with potential in our breath. We're tired stories and whispers late at night into the phone. With bruises on our ribs and egos from parking fines and shoulders on the street. Intentions tangled like two teens trying hard to be alone. Let's list the reasons why we're too afraid to sleep in the dark. The sound of fridges and the sting of the past tense. Show me the games you play to keep away the worst of your doubt. I promise I will never lie again. There is beauty in our bodies, more than fumbling locks and keys. Hold my hand and say it with me. I am not my insecurity. There's one thing keeping your clothes on. It's not me. Let's break the floor beneath our beds and dig for something we lost. I don't remember what it's called, I miss it. Another evening dialing customer support to just talk. I promise this is not the end of us. Let's make my noisy upstairs neighbors into cloud shapes. Let's see if everything is better after midnight comes. Please take us home, please take us home, please take us home, please take us home. So wordless linger in the doorway. You won't regret your choices till she leaves. The distant gavel. You wanna go and yet you still remain. Let's list decisions that we wish we didn't have to survive. I'll show you all the wilted photos they come with. Show me the usernames we made when we were comedy queens. They'll make us more than what's been done to us. Let's list the reasons why we're too afraid to sleep in the dark. The sound of fridges and the sting of the past tense. Show me the games you play to keep away the worst of your doubt. I promise I will never lie again. No, I Thank you very much, you guys. Thanks. My back's turned to y'all. I don't like that. I'm gonna try and correct that. But that was one called Jury Duty. This tune, this next one, I have always, for those of you that know me, know I've always been fascinated by the Arctic and all that good stuff. And a long time ago, you know, when you're making those rounds on Wikipedia and you're like jumping from article to article, and then like you started reading about like box cutters, and then you're reading about like how, you know, Vladimir Lenin overthrew the government. You're like, oh shit. So one of those happened to me, and I ended up on this really fascinating story I hadn't heard before about in 1897, this Swedish balloonist, S.A. Andres, decided that he was going to sail a balloon to the North Pole. No one else had ever crossed or been to the North Pole at that point, and he was like, I'm going to do it with a balloon. And he had these ideas that were just not very credible in hindsight. He's like, I'm just going to dangle ropes off the basket and steer it that way. And needless to say, him and his two compatriots, it didn't end well for them. But I thought the idea of someone so dedicated to an idea that almost everyone knows is going to fail was really interesting to me, metaphorically and storytelling-wise. So the song is about that. It's called Boys and Their Balloons, and it sounds like this. I can't drag a line between horizon and the sky. Every step could change how I'm remembered now. With friends like these, I'm doing fine. It's the cold versus our design, and the dark is far behind the bright outside. Remember what Father said, stand tall, walk on. You're a man and you gotta make history. And now I try to take a photograph so the world could understand. But I can't feel my hands. How the moments tease and tickle me, swim beneath my frozen teeth. How the whole wide world would crack from the weight of everything I've achieved. I see boys and toy balloons of blue and yellow sailing high. Who would have reached to rhyme success with progress if I had never tried? Maybe I cut corners. Maybe I told tiny lies. Nothing that size could have thrown us from the sky. My body screams for an excuse. The dark spreads out. Is it possible? Could I have done something? No! I know where we're going. I know where we're going. I know where we're going. I remember the victory papers and interviews, and our wives will be jealous of everything. Now I ponder how it'd feel to walk a saint upon the streets, but I can't feel my feet. Quick look, man, we're here. We're Hear the country's beating wings, get an audience with the king. Yeah, and the congregation sings. Yeah, the congregation sings. Yeah, the congregation sings. But I can't feel a thing. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Thank you. Featuring the vacuum cleaner outside. Cool. So this next tune. Every tune's gonna come with a long story. So if you didn't come to hear me talk, then I'm sorry. But this one is about I've been seeing this girl now for about 6 months. She'd kill me for not remembering the exact amount. No, it's and we came to a point where she was going to go off and travel for a long time, and we felt like that would be a very, very natural point for something like that to end. It's like, okay, no, I'm leaving Boston in a couple months. You're doing that, but we together before she left planned this trip to Alaska. That's going to be sometime in August, and that sort of became this symbolic. This is not a period so much as it is like a comma or not a goodbye, but I'll see you soon, that kind of thing. And we ended up still together by some chance. These things never end the way they're supposed to. But anyways, I wrote the song before that happened, and it's just sort of about this idea of like no matter how this ends, we will always have this experience we've planned together. It's called "We'll Always Have Alaska." As if our promises and Pop-Tart prose could stop the sun from rising, we left the sheets and dried our eyes, fighting off the guessing game of which kiss would be last. Who would linger? What would pass? Made a currency out of crosswalks, packed bags are a stage prop, almost like you're really leaving. But don't cry, we'll always have Alaska. And to try to change the story now, and either way we picked a date, we only have to punctuate. But don't make me decide. I wish today was spelled like your name. Every extra H an hour. We could keep the ambiguity, and morning after wake-ups with the sand still in our shoes. Our only choices, dinner red or blue. Terrified to think all I'll have of you is a bruise.
Don't cry, we'll always have Alaska. Don't cry, we'll always have Alaska. Our lives are forking paths for now, but you can be a mystery, a moment worth revisiting. So this is not goodbye. This is not goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Everything sounding good out there? Sounding the sound? Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys. Really. The vacuum cleaner is the best part, frankly. That's what you guys came here for. This is a bit of a choose your own adventure for y'all. So I was toying with my super embarrassing middle school back catalog, and I can. There's three options here. I can play one of those. It's a very slow one. I can play one that's an older one, or I can play a super newer song. And how do we present three options with a crowd I can barely see, anyways? If you want the super old middle school song, Honk Like a Goose. Not yet. Old song, Honk Like a Goose. Newer, middle-aged song. Squeal Like a Pig, and new song. Just clap your hands. You guys get out easy. 3, 2, 1. I heard a lot of honks. I'm gonna go with honks if that's okay with everyone. I wrote the song when I was 14. It's very slow and very sad, but I figured this would be the type of place to share that kind of thing. Oh God. This song's called Stupid Kids.
I thought this was pretend. It's easier to hit send, and we're turning into more than friends again. We go and play our games, broken promises to blame, lying just in case the other feels the same. We'll never have to look each other in the face, just turn and run each time we waste a day. I'll keep coming back, and just like the unwanted Christmas gift you won't return. We never learn. We go and play our games. Broke those promises and blame. Lying just in case the other feels the same. Go back to your life. I won't say a word. We are just the mute songbirds who clipped each other's wings. Forgotten how to sing in a castle held by poisoned kings.
Thank you, guys. That has not been played since the age of 14, so that was fun to pull back out. All right, I think it's time for this one.
Who thought this was a good idea? I'm not qualified to assist. See, my husband, a card reads nothing about this. I memorized Home Depot aisles and the corner of the radiator. I can build you things you won't believe, but I'll never understand this recipe. Never been so helpless. You make peppermint scones and bring home jars of mascarpone. Leave me here alone and I'll find a kitchenette distress instead of a meal. Drawing parallels to Picasso, 'cause it was Spanish and it looks like I dropped some acid, then I tried to cook. Honey, I have tried before. Remember Janet's chop-themed birthday? Our team lost because I thought that the cumin was the Worcestershire sauce. Can't you tell I struggle? You make blueberry scones and bring home jars of mascarpone. Leave me here alone and I'll find something, ask Big Mess instead of a meal. My hand sends her homesick with a whisk. How is it that this can be so hard? I was really hoping that I could impress ya. Now I can see I'm no barefoot Contessa. You left me with instructions for some tiramisu. Honey, I'm enthusiastic, but I'm no you. I'm no you. You come home, find me slumped on the floor in a puddle of some sad condiments, on tiles littered with pasta sauce cat prints. I tried to call Janet, she didn't pick up, and the internet just mocked my lack of forethought. Think I broke your KitchenAid appliance? How do you control this dismal science? You bent down and whispered, those aren't peppermint scones, it's food though, and that's not mascarpone. I left you alone and I found a kitchen at distress, something as big mess. I left you alone and I found a sweetheart husband who'll always try his best.
Thank you. That's a song about cooking. This one is a little different. It doesn't so much have a story that comes from personal resonance or significance, but more so a story that I was really interested in telling. There's actually a Death Cab for Cutie song. That title sort of partially inspired this. The song's called, not this song, but the song was called Brothers on a Hotel Bed, and I was really, I had this chord progression that kept ringing around my head, and I wanted to know what story to tell with it, and I pictured two brothers sitting in a motel, and one of whom wants to stay where they are, and one of whom wants to go away. And it ended up all pouring out in one night, and it's one of my favorite songs to play. It's one of my favorite songs I've written, and it's really a story of loss more than anything else. The song's called Montana. Montana, this is the last time. Gather everything we're owed and we'll be gone. Montana, look out the window at the shadows getting long in setting sun, and follow them past town into the deep frown of the cornfield rut we used to run. I promised you my share, we'd never go back there, but I'd do anything to see Mom and Dad again. So let's
what we know each dawn. Montana, where you going? If you need to talk, why can't you talk to me? Montana, you know I couldn't stop you. If you leave me with the screen door swinging, Doppler sirens blue all around, red the ocean and heartland. What comfort would I told you so be thrown at your memory, cut in the old tree. Yeah, I'd do anything just to keep you there with me. So let's go home, it's been too long. Don't know what we are, but I know it's gone wrong. Let's go home, let's finish strong. Could we learn tonight what we know each dawn?
Sing it if you know it.
Now the street lights fight the moon's light for monopolies on who's seen. And don't walk away. Remember we swore we'd always get out of here, but you'd rather stay breaking bottles and searching the splinters for signs. What's got the best of you and poisoned your point of view? We could still make it through, but I think I'm losing you, losing you, losing you. Montana, 'cause I've got an answer. Give me all the time you can, and I'll be gone.
Thank you. The mood's not getting any lighter, I promise you that. Actually, so for this next one, to take all the attention off of me and my flannel, I would love to invite one of my good friends, Steve Martin, up to the stage. I believe you're right there. Come on, give me a round of applause, everybody. Steve Martin, the comedian and guitarist. Steve and I.
Something other than a bass right now?
I know.
Oh my God.
For those of you that don't get the joke, Steve plays bass in my band. No, Steve and I got together earlier in January, before classes started, and we both had way too much time on our hands, and we decided to try and write together, which is something we'd actually in all these years never tried to do. And we were really happy with how it sounded. He played guitar, I played uke. We put it up on Facebook not too long ago, and we wanted to play it for all y'all. So this song is, Steve, you have a piece to play about the song?
I did want to say something real quick. Hello. I didn't know of really a better scenario to say this other than you playing these songs by yourself. We're gonna be gone here in a couple months. I just wanted to let you know the last 2.5 years have truly fucking shaped me. and everything that we've done together, and I just want you to know that.
Me too, man.
I fucking love you.
I love you too.
Let's play this song that we wrote in an hour.
Ready?
Just one song could change your mind. I sing it for you all. Sing it all the time. Backs turned, please don't feed me lies. You hide behind those eyes. They level me, you know. Kicking back against the corner of a long, hard year. I'm weary with regret, my dear. You can't pull me through. Can you tell me why? Take off your disguise. Can you tell me why? See you flash across my phone at night when I'm alone. When I am all alone. When I'm all alone. Spent 2 weeks inside my head, 1 hour in my bed, and now you wanna go. Now you wanna take it back. I never want the chance to prove you right. Maybe least of all tonight. I'm still so confused. Can you tell me why? Take off your disguise. Can you tell me why? Yeah. You're not a saint for coming clean. There's the door, why don't you just leave? But can't you tell me why? Take off your disguise. If you won't change your mind, I guess this is good.
Give it up for my boy Henry.
I love you. Key Martin, everybody. Steve's the man.
You're the man.
What are you doing later?
The man.
So I got 3 songs left for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. This is so far one of the coolest things I've done, and really I couldn't feel more lucky to share it with y'all. So, This is a song that is on our most recent record, North from Here, but has never been played live, and for very good reasons. There's a lot of production work going on, but I decided to strip it back a little bit and see if I could do it. So this is the first time this has ever been played. I didn't realize how much I liked this song until I started trying to rework it, and the song's called We Didn't.
Take your share of blame, or will you take the glory? Honor, greed, oh, who shot first in your spin on the story? Who threw the window and who threw the stone? Who swore we'd never be sleeping alone? Who promised when last summer's face paint came off we'd still know who we were? We said we would be honest, but we're not now. And nothing hurts like memory. We were friends last time it snowed here. Will you end why I haven't called? Well, I don't want to. I lay awake poking sticks at the past and the crosses we made on our hearts much too fast. See them still poking like stubborn white roots from the soil. And I could pretend it meant more than it did, but the story is tired and I want to forget. So slowly the details get lost in the fray. The moral stays the same. We said that it was perfect, but it wasn't. It wasn't. And this'll be the year I move mountains. At least that's what I repeat to myself. We said the world would miss us, but it doesn't. And I know I can't be mad. I'm sure you've settled in your choices as uncomfortably as I. They ask me if I knew you at all. I plug my thumb into the dike, I force a smile and say I used to. And our friends are done taking sides. If they hear me tell the tale again, it honestly might kill them. So I think it's time to admit we were young and we were half complete with words that lacked conviction. So it really doesn't matter if we said that we would make it.
Thank you. Never before done. could someone be a huge doll and grab me that cookie dough thing over on the chair that y'all saw as you passed in? So this is also something I've never done before. Thank you, Kate. Kate Bonacos, everybody. Give her a hand. So this next tune, I'll break into a story about. I'll tell the story first, actually. So the story is with that last song. These are both on the last record, and it was written. Most of the album was written on this trip I took to the far Arctic, the island of Svalbard, and I had this gigantic iPhone note that just kept getting longer, and I threw thought after thought after thought about this breakup I had just gone through into that note, and I slowly, added stuff, whittled it down, and the crux line of the song, I think, when flying back, I had a connection through London, and I flew into Gatwick. I took the train into Gatwick to see a friend I know in London, and I was taking it back, and I was going through this super old suburban neighborhood of London, and I was seeing all these old buildings and thinking about how they've been around, some of them at least, for longer than anything we've built in America ever has, and thinking about that history and thinking about the thought history now, and that's all it ever will be, popped into my head, and that was the piece I didn't know I needed for that iPhone note, which turned into this song. And I think a lot of our lives are defined by the things we had and aren't getting back. And so for the first time, I wanted to ask people what's something they had and didn't get back. And I appreciate you guys being so generous with your answers. And I was going to read these anonymously before playing this song. And as I read these, maybe it's yours, maybe it's not, but try and think about what it was like to be this person and to have lost this thing or to not have this thing anymore. Something I'm not getting back, my iPod Classic. Something I'm not getting back, my friend Yoshi. Something I'm not getting back, my youth. The thing that I'm not getting back is time. The thing that I'm not getting back is youth. The thing that I'm not getting back is my childhood home. The thing that I'm not getting back is our precious time spent together. The thing that I'm not getting back is my first love. The thing that I'm not getting back is yesterday. These are all really brave. Give yourselves a round of applause for doing that. Seriously. This song is called Life After LA. Watch our history go, turned over in a game of concentration. In reverse at first, I lost sleep on your explanations, until the realization I'm not safe with you anymore. When LA slides into the sea, we'll watch on our TVs and stay home and grieve. And day by day, years drift in the memory. Morning priorities shift away from the ache. That's you and me, love. History now, and that's all it ever
ever will be. I'd say a word and we'd see Venn diagrams combine and share a meaning. Smile, draw, and turn they match. We spent hours on names and finally found a great one for the future. But you don't call it that anymore. I'll pull on my side, you pull yours. LA finally slides into the sea. We'll watch on our TVs, stay home and grieve. And day by day, there's drift in the memory, and morning priorities shift away from the ache. That's you and me, love. Oh, history now, and that's all it ever will be. History now, and that's all it ever will be. History now, and that's all, that's all. History now, and that's all it ever will be. History now, and that's all, that's all. You've got friends in the writer's room. I've got friends I'll talk to, and they'll both convince us we're the more mature one. You're getting up and you miss me. I'm getting up. Guess what? In the moments right before these memories close up, I will get better, but don't you fuck this up. So we made our separate ways out, with water around our ankles as we both looked on. And LA finally fell into the sea. We watched on our TVs. Oh God, I grieved. And day by day, the months more the memories that both of us could have kept safe in the morning hours. It'll never come back. Oh, history now, and that's all it ever will be. History now, and that's all it ever will be. History now, and that's all. Sing it if you know it. History now, and that's all it ever will be. History now, and that's all it's. History now, and that's all it ever will be. History now, and that's all. History now, and that's all it ever will be. History now, and that's all. It's history now, and that's all it ever will be.
Thank you. This has been really, really, really cool, you guys. I can't begin to express that. I haven't played a show for a long time, a solo show, and even longer. And being here with y'all, sharing stories, and you guys have been a wonderful audience, so thank you so much for that. I've got one more for you. This was written pretty recently. It's probably the other favorite thing I've written up to this point. And it's a song about how as you get older, all the choices you have to make get a lot more complicated. The first verse of the song is about my childhood at baseball games in Seattle, and watching. There's this shell game with baseball hats and one baseball they put up on the jumbotron, and I remember when you're 6 or 7 or even adolescence, the simplest choice you have to make is really like which ball is the hat under, and now that you're older, it's like, do I make rent? Do I buy groceries for this week? Or do I, it gets a lot more complicated, and I did my best to capture that. And this song, fair warning, has a little bit of a call and response thing at the end, but it's very difficult for me to cue. So for those of you that know it, I would love it if you would help me out with that. Thank you, guys. Again, this has been really, really cool. I'm Henry Mansfield. You guys are you. Thank you for being here. And this song's called Young Lovely. Uncertainty, it's the safe screen. Shout out the answer, the ball in the hat. 1, 2, 3. Suddenly, not so quick to choose. So fixed on the fine print, you balance regret with what you'll lose. So trick or treat, tear apart your old receipts, sort out the letters and we'll spell out words too small to see. And darling, I'm not laughing as loud as I used to. I don't sleep. Could you call in sick tomorrow? Cause this joke might take all night. So trick or treat, bring your own Nazmi. Not of the monsters at war and the bombs beneath beds, but of little lies like sympathy and a full night's sleep. I've built a prison from read receipt times. Do you want to see? Darling, I'm not laughing as loud as I used to. I can't keep calling home expecting answers. Tell me which goodbye to write. Hang my bachelor's degree from the ceiling. Buy a fat plastic bat down the street. I'm hosting a party, let's take a few swings. See what comes out beyond candy. We were born far too late for the oceans, and the same but too soon for the stars. The age of anxiety bubbling up over windows of borrowed and filthy cars. Our only frontier is our fleeting sense of meaning. We've got a few hours till morning. If you want to talk it out. And look at me. All these doors I've shut. All of my memories got red and blue wires. I'm scared to cut. Darling, I'm not laughing as loud as I used to. I feel cheap. Why's the future so misleading? Think hard with me. Try to believe we'll make our life
life like the movies. I think I left my faith inside the theater with whatever get better means, where I cried at the final scene. It's coming. It was us with some scissors and foul line seats, making choices with nothing but sweet belief, singing, if we can't be young and lovely. I said, if we can't be, we will just be young.
Thank you.
You guys have been amazing, really. Thank you.